was awesome music. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this awesome webinar. I am so glad you guys are here and you're spending your time with us. My name is Stephanie Myers, and I'm the Regional Sales Manager for the U.S. English market. We also have one of my dear friends on this call, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Allison?
Thanks, Stephanie. I am Allison Savard, and I am the Canadian Sales Manager here tonight. And I'm really excited to be here and ready to learn about this fabulous new product. Are you ready? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. We need to feel your energy coming through the chat. There we go. That's it. Let's make sure you're using the chat, because I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to take some of your questions for our guest speaker tonight. And in the meantime, I'm going to hand it back over to Stephanie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Allison mentioned we are going to be taking questions towards the end of this. So if you do have a question or something that pops into your head, please put it in the chat and we will circle back. Some of them we will answer on the chat and some of them we will answer live. Also, you will know that this is a global webinar, and so we have multiple languages. So check below and pick the language that works for you in the translation. Okay. You guys have joined this webinar and we wanted to make sure it's jam-packed with information for you. So we will be going over the new product. We will be allowing for Q&A time. So you're going to feel like you're with the scientists and you're with the R&D team and you're with marketing and you're like everyone you need is with you right now. And we're going to answer all the questions you have as best we can. So everyone's here for you. We're rooting for you. We're also going to share with you what's out there, what's available for you to run your business, because that's what you're doing, right? You're running your own business. You are awesome. And then we have an associate who's going to come on and talk about how to transition customers or how to share a new product, okay? So we have the education, all the tools, and then the get into action. And if you stay towards the end, we might have a fun thing as well. So I am going to be turning it over to Shelly Baxter. And Shelly and I work at USANA together. Shelly lives in Utah. Shelly has been with USANA for 12 years, and she is our Executive Director of Global Nutrition Programs. And she is like one of the smartest people I've ever worked with, because it's not only what she knows, but it's her heart. And she constantly is learning and growing and sharing. And the way she says it is so great. And I also love her because she's also a lover of horses like myself. So many great things about Shelly, and you get to spend the next few minutes learning from her. So Shelly Baxter, take it away.
You got it, Steph. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening tonight to learn about our new product, Nutrimeal Free Active. So let's just jump right into the question you're probably all asking, which is, why did you discontinue our current Nutrimeal Free? Well, the answer to that's really simple. Nutrimeal Free is a blend of potato and pea protein, and we could no longer source potato protein. In fact, we bought all the potato protein we could find, so that would give us time to work on reformulating this product. And of course, the protein met our specifications. So having to reformulate this product provided us with a couple of really important opportunities. The first one was to bring this product into the active nutrition family. And then the second was to manufacture it in-house here, where we can control our quality. And many of you know, we built a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility just a year and a half ago to manufacture our active nutrition line of products. So when we reformulated, it was really important to us to retain the original features of Nutrimeal Free. Now let's go over those. There's no soy, there's no dairy, there's no eggs, there's no wheat, there's no fructose, there's no stevia. And while we upgraded this formula to be in line with the features of Nutrimeal Active, if you remember those from the introduction of the line, that's higher protein and lower sugar. So, could you go back a slide, please? Thank you. So you can see the comparisons on this slide. So both of these products are meal replacement shakes, very different from just a protein shake. They both contain complete plant protein. What that means is that they both contain all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies can't manufacture and that we have to take in through our diet. They're both gluten-free. Again, there's no added soy, dairy, or eggs, no stevia or fructose. Another really important point here is we retain the original fiber blend from Nutrimeal Free and brought it over to our Nutrimeal Free Active. So this is not the fiber, the prebiotic fiber blend that we are using in our current Nutrimeal Active. We retain the fiber blend as well. Both the products are low glycemic and they're non-GM. That's our new way of saying they're non-GMO. And they both, again, contain a vitamin and mineral premix because they're meal replacement shakes. And then there's just a few slight differences. The protein source is the main difference. While Nutrimeal Free contained potato and pea protein, our Nutrimeal Free Active contains a blend of brown rice, chickpea, and pea proteins. It also contains more protein. There are 20 grams of protein in Nutrimeal Free Active compared to the 17 grams of protein in Nutrimeal Free. And then lastly, in addition to the cane sugar found in Nutrimeal Free Active and also was found in Nutrimeal Free, we've added just a little bit of monk fruit to enhance the sweetness. Next slide, please. So let's walk through the basic nutrition facts for Nutrimeal Free Active. You'll notice first off, there are 14 servings. This is right in line with our current Nutrimeal Actives, 14 servings in a gusset. And one serving contains 240 calories, 20 grams of complete plant protein, 9 grams of fiber, 9 grams of fat, only one of which is saturated fat, and 10 grams of sugar. Next slide, please. So the key talking points for this product are, number one, it's gluten-free. It doesn't contain added soy, dairy, or eggs. It's GM-free. It's low glycemic. It offers a complete plant protein. Again, that's a blend of chickpea, brown rice, and pea proteins. It contains, because it's a meal replacement shake, it contains an optimal blend of macronutrients. It has the ideal ratio of carbohydrates, protein, beneficial fats, and fiber that should be found in a meal replacement shake. It has only 10 grams of sugar or less. It's a convenient on-the-go meal. It supports weight management goals and weight management and body composition goals. It helps you feel full longer. And it comes in a delicious vanilla flavor. Next slide, please. So here's the ingredient deck for Nutrimeal Free Active. And one thing I want to draw your attention to, and you may be asking, why is there a fish allergen on the label? The fish allergen statement is because of the vitamin E, that is E as in elephant. The vitamin E contains fish gelatin, which serves to protect it from oxidation. But there's a very, very tiny amount. So we can all picture what a teaspoon looks like. If you divide a teaspoon into 5,000 parts, there's 1/5,000th of a teaspoon of fish gelatin per serving in our Nutrimeal Free Active. Now, we know that this can be a concern for our vegetarian customers, so R&D is testing out a new vitamin E that does not contain fish gelatin, and we are hoping to swap that out in the coming months. It may also be important for some of our customers to note that while there's no added soy or dairy, this product is manufactured on equipment that also processes soy and milk. Next slide, please. And thank you for tuning in, and we will be looking for your questions in the chat, and we'll be answering those in just a moment. And I'll turn the time back over to Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Shelley. Thank you, thank you. Great information highlighting the features, the benefits, the similarities, the differences. I hope you guys feel like you're ready to go out and talk about the products with people. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to give you this information with the pricing and the SVP. You will notice we did the single serves and the gussets. They are both becoming available on the launch date. But I also want to encourage you to look at this pricing, and I want you to think about it and think about it with your business. Remember, this allows you to have the 10% auto order discount. So really make sure that when you are talking to your customers and you are sharing this, these are not the final prices, right? Like you got to always think about it. You still have some wiggle room. So always say that, they also get the 10% and say it in a way that's really encouraging. Like you want to give it to them. You want to share it with them, right? Make it so it's exciting for them. And then also divide it out by 14. Do the math for them and let them know how much it is per serving. And when you say per serving, think about it as a meal. And compare it to, whatever meal that they're going to get, and then talk about the features and benefits, because priced compared to a lot of things out there, this is really, really priced well. I do want to touch on something because I know it's going to come up. This is priced a little bit differently than our current Nutrimeal Active line, the chocolate and the vanilla. And that is because of the protein content and the properties and the formulation with it, okay? It's just, that's how it works, and that's how the raw materials are. So I did want to bring that up and let you know. But most of the time when you are out there and you're looking at different protein powders or protein shakes or meal replacements, they are priced different because of the protein base, okay? Next slide, please. Okay. I hope you guys log on to the hub and you do it on a regular basis. So when you log on to the hub, right? And you then go to your home screen, do this on your computer. You're going to go to the left-hand side and you're going to go into the training module. And sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, there's a lot there. There is a lot there. And we do it for a reason, because we want to equip you to build in the way that works for you. Social media, text messaging, calling, in-person meeting, online programs, whatever it is. You go to the training tab, and under there, we have created active nutrition. If you click under there and click under resources, you are going to be blown away with everything that's offered. There's going to be different, here we go, look at this. The presentation, I saw that as one of the questions. That's going to be available on the launch day of February 25th, but it has different glossaries of terms. They have different programs that you can follow. They have what's in the Jumpstart kits in the different languages. And I also love that they have a few speaking points of each product. So you don't have to be as awesome as Shelley Baxter and know everything about everything to go talk about this product. If you know 2 or 3 points about it, you're ready to go. And they have those all there. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that you guys remember that that's an option, and you go there and you check it out and you realize that we are equipping you guys to really understand the product and sell it well. So now I'd like to turn it over to Allison and allow for any of the questions in the chat that haven't been answered to go with Allison. Allison?
Thanks, Stephanie. And thank you, Shelley. You have such a fantastic way of taking things and just making it really simple and clear to understand. And we so appreciate that. We had a couple of great questions in the chat that I'd like to bring forward. The first is the vanilla flavor heightened in this new Nutrimeal Free compared to the old?
That's a great question. So we were striving to maintain the light vanilla flavor. I will say that it has a slightly more vanilla taste than the Nutrimeal Free, but not too much more. To me, it's not as strong of a vanilla flavor as in our current Nutrimeal Active Vanilla.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. And could this product be promoted as keto?
No, because of the carbohydrate content. Traditionally, individuals who follow a keto diet are striving for only 5 net grams of carbohydrates per meal. That's a good question too. And so this one, I'm looking at our label right here. This one would have 18 grams net carbohydrates.
Perfect, thanks. And can you address the sugar part of it? I think there's a bit of confusion because it's not a refined white sugar that we're using. It's a monk fruit sweetener. So maybe you could address that a little bit too, if you don't mind, please.
So we did retain the original organic cane sugar in the Nutrimeal Free Active, exactly as it was in the Nutrimeal Free. What we did not do is add fructose or stevia into this formula, which you'll notice that the sweetness in the Nutrimeal Free Active is quite a bit less powerful than in our current Nutrimeal Active.
Thank you. And what about the flavor profile? Do you ever plan on evolving beyond the vanilla and bringing out other flavors? Is that in the arsenal?
Absolutely. So one of the really great things about bringing this product into the active nutrition product family is that we can explore more flavors with it.
That's exciting. We're going to have to try to get a little bit more information, I think from you. Let's see, there's just one more question. I think it's fairly easy to understand, which is, can you explain what the price difference is between the gusset and the single serve packages?
Okay, actually, that one would probably be better answered by Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm okay to answer that one, actually, unless Stephanie wants to take it.
It's all you, Allison. Go for it.
It's like anything else when you're getting convenience, of course, and making a specific packaging or different packaging, there's always a little bit of a price difference between the more convenient packaging and the bigger gusset bag as well. Perfect. So thank you, Shelley. That was awesome. Stephanie, I'm going to hand it back over to you to introduce our next speaker.
Awesome. Awesome. I love the back and forth. I hope it's keeping you guys on your toes because we have so many good speakers here. Okay. I got another privilege of just so many wonderful people. And I think when you are with USANA for this long, you realize that the people and the products and the integrity really make the company. And this person has them all. This is Laura Ulrich. She lives in Fort Myers, Florida. So she is not wearing a really, really warm sweater right now. She is enjoying great weather. She has been with the company for 20 years and she is a USANA Gold Director. And her heart and her passion and her integrity for the products and helping others is so strong. She is a certified holistic nutritionist and executive wellness life coach. She shares with full passion. And she's going to share with you today how you talk to customers when you're making the transition from the old to the new, right? Like sometimes people really like change. Some people are like, not so much. And how to introduce a new product to people who haven't tried this. So I am going to turn it over to Laura. Laura, take it away.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. That was a very, very nice introduction. Thank you. And I also want to thank you for asking me to speak here. It's always great to hang out with the USANA family as well. So I'm going to dive right in. Actually, I can't really believe that I've been with USANA for 20 years already. It's quite amazing. So the first thing I want to talk about is running reports, because as you know, Nutrimeal Free is going away or has gone away, depending on what market you're in already. And what I do when I knew that the Nutrimeal Free was going to start transitioning out is I actually reached out to the active customers that I already have. And running reports is a really, really great way, because then you don't have to, look back at your notes or wherever you're keeping records. It's run a report. And what I found is if I wanted to see just the people that had purchased Nutrimeal Free, and also when you're running a report, don't forget to change the date. I did that once. I was like, I didn't change the date and only a few people came up. So you want to push it back to, however long you want to do, 1, 2 years. I typically do it in 3 different sections. So I will look up Nutrimeal Free, and I found that if I just want to see the Nutrimeal Free customers, I'm just putting in the word free in the product name. Then I only see Nutrimeal Free. Like something came up where one time there was a promo where they gave away a free makeup remover or something, but there's not a whole ton of other products. It'll just show the customers and or associates that, depending on what report you're running, that had purchased Nutrimeal Free in the past. And so then what I'll do is I'll reach out to them, whether it's email or text or in my Facebook group, and actually pick up the phone and call a few people that like the phone call rather than the text. And also, side note, I find that people tend to see texts a little bit more than they do the emails. Not everybody's opening their emails because everybody's so busy, but what I find is typically they will answer their texts before they'll answer their emails. And so then I'll tell them that this new Nutrimeal Free is coming out, and I keep it super simple, because I found that when I was giving too much information, like it was going over everybody's head, they don't care. They just want to know that it tastes good. And what I tell them is this new Nutrimeal Free is coming out. It's called Nutrimeal Free Active. It's even better. It's an upgraded formula. It tastes better. I'm super excited about it. And it's still a complete protein, a meal replacement, low glycemic, gluten-free, and I just leave it at that. I'm always armed with information for the few people that are more detail oriented. So if they want additional data or details, I'll give that to them. But in the beginning, I just keep it super simple. And I know in the past couple of weeks, I did have one person that was a little upset at first about, why is my Nutrimeal Free going away? I really like it. You got me into it. And I just told her, honey, I'm super excited. It's up again, it's upgraded. And it tastes even better. And she said, oh, okay, well then that makes sense. So really just kind of ease people's minds if they are a little concerned. And if not, just go with it and tell them your excitement about the new Nutrimeal Free Active that's coming up, especially your customers that are on auto order for the Nutrimeal Free, because if we can't get it on auto order anymore, and thankfully it's only a week from Friday that the new Nutrimeal Free Active is being launched, so we don't have that much time left. You know, that's not a long time to wait. But as far as I understand, the Nutrimeal Free Active isn't going to just pop into their auto order because they were on Nutrimeal Free. So we definitely want to get with those customers and make sure if they need any help adding the new Nutrimeal Free Active back onto their auto order. Then what I do is I run another report for anybody that's tried any flavor of Nutrimeal, and just let them know that this new Nutrimeal Free Active is coming out. For anybody that's looking for a plant-based alternative, if they don't want to have dairy and they don't want to have soy, then the new Nutrimeal Free Active is going to be their shake, their go-to shake. It's my favorite. I've only used Nutrimeal Free for years, so I'm really excited to have an upgraded version myself. And I know other people were asking about different flavors, and I'm so excited to hear that since we have our own manufacturing now, that we'll have the opportunity to have other flavors in the Nutrimeal Free. But for people that ask me, and currently we don't, I tell them it's super simple. We can just add in different flavors, right? If they're looking for chocolate, they can add in some unsweetened cocoa powder, or we can share recipes with different other flavors. Like this morning, I had an apple and a dash of cinnamon in my shake. It was really good. Sometimes I put blueberries, just when I want to switch up the flavors. So keeping it simple and letting them know how excited you are is really, I think, the key to either transitioning them to the new Nutrimeal Free Active and or introducing a new product that they might not have known they actually wanted. It's interesting, I find sometimes that I've had some customers, they're not necessarily plant-based, but they wanted to stay away from dairy, and they didn't realize that whey protein was dairy. So you never know, just letting them know that this is a good alternative for anybody that's interested in being dairy-free, then this would be a great option. I think I covered everything. Email, texting, Facebook groups, sharing recipes, and really keeping it simple as far as the features and benefits, but always making sure to have your information available for those that want more detail.
Awesome. Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So helpful. And I hope that if there's something that you're like, I don't know how to do it, or that doesn't make sense, or I need a little bit more explanation. Remember, next time you call customer service, if you have questions about how to do reports, ask them. They are awesome at it. They can walk you through step by step on how to pull a report. So you feel like you're really the CEO of your business and you're running it and you know the data and you feel very equipped and powerful. If you have questions about, certain things or what to do, or you want to run, role play and run some things by, your sales managers are great options to do that. I've done that with a lot of the leaders in my area, and we role play and they say what they're going to say and I'll ask them a question back. And, sometimes it's good. Everything sometimes makes sense in your head, but until you get it out verbally, you just want to see how it goes. So we have had a jam-packed night, but I want to turn it over to Allison because we have some fun things, because USANA's fun.
Thank you, Stephanie. There were a few extra really good questions that came up after our time with Shelley. So I also would like to remind you that we have asked the scientists available to help answer all of those very important questions. Please feel free to use that platform that we have specifically for you. Well, now we've heard all about this new product. It's going to be an incredible success. I just know it. And you have the opportunity now to turn from spectator to participant. I hope that you feel you are equipped and armed with all of the information you need to move forward with the new Active Nutrition Free. And you are able to just hit the ground running, get your teammates in behind it, and start getting some customers, both new and existing, onto this incredible new product. So what would the end of a call with a sales team be if I didn't put out a little bit of an incentive for you? Are you ready for a challenge? Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to rock a challenge that I am going to give out. Okay. All you need to do is sell $400 US or 520 Canadian dollars of any active nutrition shake to any new or existing PCs, and we are going to send you your very own Active Nutrition t-shirt or tank, depending if you're a man or a woman. So you can proudly represent USANA and Active Nutrition everywhere you go. In order to redeem your item, you simply need to send an email to your sales team, which you can see on the slide, and provide the order number from your PC's order. Now, who is going to get one of those amazing Active Nutrition logoed shirt? Okay, good. So you have 2 weeks to accomplish this starting today. And I was going to wish you all the best of luck, but actually you don't need it because you've got everything that you need in your arsenal to make this such a great success. So we look forward to shipping out all of those shirts to you so that you can represent no matter where you are. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with us for the last little bit. We appreciate you taking this time to invest in your development, to invest in USANA. And thank you to my incredibly wonderful co-host, Stephanie. Thanks for coming on, Stephanie. Okay, take care, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.